Hello, Gamer Nation. How's it going? This is Basement Cat, and you're watching Call of Starcraft. This will be uploaded to their channel, www.youtube.com/Call of Starcraft. Great channel. If you'd like to see more of my content, go and watch it, www.youtube.com/basementstarcraft. As today we have another very, very special game. As you see already there, we have one Korean player, Annyeonghaseyo. OGS, the StC from the OGS clan, of course, they room with the Liquid clan, so very interesting house there. Apparently, according to TLO, there really isn't too much fighting going around there, but I wouldn't really expect it from a lot of gamers. Aren't very physical, except for In Control. He could like eat babies for a living and still make money. As OGS, the StC spawning as the Green Terran, and over here, well, let's actually go scroll all the way around the map. This is Metalopolis, a very, very beautiful map. There we go. And I want you guys to take a few seconds to guess who this player is, okay? Let me spoil it for you. He is Korean, so I'm not sure if you knew that already, but he is a Korean. And it is, dun 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 dun, weighing in at 125 pounds and 45 ounces, it is FruitDealer, or FruitDealer, or FruitMonger, or Fruit Vendor. You know, you get the point. Those are all synonyms. We should just call him Fruit, because he does sell fruit. Why not call him Fruit for short? As he is very, very delicious, and probably one of the longest Korean StarCraft 2 names in the world. As you regularly only see them with at like 3 or 4 characters. As right now, he is spawning as the Red Zerg, getting that spawning pool up right then and there, as well as getting an orbital command here from OGS, the StC. So actually a little bit ahead on the game for me, but who cares, as right now we will be seeing a fast expansion coming right after the spawning pool for Fruit Seller. Of course, Fruit Seller winning the GSL 85 or $87,000. I think it was 85. $85,000 US on the line there, winning that. So that is a huge salary. I mean, that is a lot more than most people will make in a year. So really showing you guys how much you can make off of StarCraft if you practice 12 hours a day and 7 days a week and don't do anything else, especially if you live in a house where all you have is other StarCraft 2 players. I don't think, no, actually Fruit Seller isn't part of the OGS clan, so he wouldn't be part of the house, but he probably plays with them regularly. As sending 2 Zerglings here, going to be going to the Zelnaga Watchtowers, no doubt. Oh, no, okay, he's going to be turning around here. Going to try and catch the SCV, maybe. We'll be able to get a few hits on there. As right now, we'll be seeing nothing much from the Zerg player. Of course, what will we see? Okay, cool. We'll be seeing a factory over here from the Terran player, so I'd expect to see actually some Hellions at the moment. Yes, we do see some Hellions going out there. Reactor coming down here for StC, so actually probably expect to see double Hellions here. As soon as that finishes, do the little switcheroo, get the double Hellions right there, as I really think that Mass Marines is a common opener here for Terran players. Really, my wheels in my mind are just getting a little bit turned up because of what is happening around here, trying to make sense of everything at the moment, to kind of see where each player is going. Roachworn here coming out here from Fruit Seller, so I'm not sure if he actually scouted that factory. Let's select one of his overlords, see what it saw. Okay, he doesn't see the factory, didn't even see the tech lab going, or the reactor going down at the moment. So yeah, double Hellion gonna be coming out here, gonna be virtually useless against the Roach, of course, as well as having this one overlord here, gonna be maybe sack the overlord for a little bit of scout, but really there is nothing here to kill the overlord at the moment, so I probably will see a lot of stuff coming out there. It looks like we might have had an extractor trick. Yeah, we had a building trick, I guess, as he was undersupplied just for a moment there, as he is doing a very smart play, losing a few minerals, but I mean, for being supply blocked, that is a huge difference, because seconds are what count in this game, as really time flies when you're playing StarCraft. As well, or sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just feels like every single second is so crucial and time slows down for you. I don't know. depends on what situation you're in, because if you're pushed back into the corner as, oh man, I missed this, go back, I don't want to miss this. Let's go here. So one more back. There we go. I believe we should check this going out. There we go. Hellions going to be coming out here. Going to get how many drones? 1, 2 going down already. Oh man, the one last one is going to get, oh, they're all in a nice perfect line for the Hellions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Come on, one more. I want to see one more. As actually watching one of the games of OGS Gone, which is casted on my channel, OGS Gone versus Innovation, you see OGS Gone use Hellions so well, even against roaches. I mean, that's one of the few things that won him the game was that Hellion micro that he did. While macroing, he was just microing those Hellions all over the place. The Zerg player really didn't know what to do, because every single second the Hellion was just popping in for a couple shots, and really only was able to kill only, I think, it didn't kill any roaches, but it did kill a lot of Zerglings, and was very, very frustrating for the probes, as we do see here. Oh man, great use by this STV. Let me bring it over there. So he does have a forward positioning, as well as he does have a kind of a repair depot, as Hellions don't have that much health. So one SCV should be really, really, really fast at repairing that one Hellion. As what else do we see? We do see Mass Marine coming out here from STC. That's not going to be too great against the roaches there, as roaches will be able to dissolve Marines easily. But of course, it all depends on how many units do you have, because if you can out macro your opponent, it doesn't matter if you have a 200 supply of Marines, you'll be able to get rid of let's say 100 supply of roaches. No, actually no, probably more one-sided towards the roaches. I'm gonna be quiet now, as I should really research my stuff before seeing that or saying that. As of course, you should use the unit tester in Starcraft 2. I think you can search Team Liquid for it. It's a custom map where you send any number of units against each other to try and see how well they will do. So it's great to practice your unit combos and see what percentage of units you'd like to have in your composition, especially against certain enemy compositions, as masslings are, or not masslings, but a whole bunch of things are going to be moving in here against the Terran player. Going to be backing out right there, as those lings are going to have absolutely no trouble in killing those lings. Those lings, I guess, being mainly used for scouting purposes, as they will be moving around to the mineral line of STC, but this bunker will have no problem in defending against those lings. Still, Mass Marines here with that shield upgrade. Very, very, very strong play here from STC, getting that shield upgrade. Well, I guess it's the obvious choice, because if you get Mass Marines, what are you going to do? You're going to get shield upgrade and then Stim, which Stim just finishing right there as I was saying that. As well as we do see Infestor here coming from FruitDealer. So very, very, very key play here is bringing out these Infestors. That fungal growth will be able to do wonders against the Terran player's army, because wow, that will do so much damage. I can't wait for a couple good fungal growths on this army. It's going to be key for STC to keep that army microed well, to make sure that it doesn't get caught too much by those fungal growths, as right now he is in position here to do a little bit of fungal growth. We'll see some going down right now. We're moving to the back, so it looks like, there we go, fungal growth going all over these units. Oh man, even some of those brootlings getting in on the action. All these Marines going to be going down with little to no effort from these roaches. Oh man, all those Marines getting completely decimated by FruitDealer. FruitDealer almost given an easy one here by OGS, the STC. Yeah, just an easy one, an easy giveaway, because he brought out those Infestors. Just absolutely no problem with that. It was just so easy for FruitDealer to go do that. So it's really, I'd expect StC to maybe do a little bit of a transition now. He is transitioning into tanks, which still aren't too good against Infestor, because Infestors can mind control tanks quite easily, especially since he does have so many Infestors compared to tanks. And as well, he does have these infested Terrans, which also are very good against siege tank lines, because then what you can do is you can burrow and then just send a whole bunch of Infestors at siege tanks at point blank range, and the siege tanks will have to unsiege in order to be able to combat those infested Terrans. But I do believe StC is in a bad situation at the moment, because he does have quite an uphill battle at the moment, because he will be facing off against Zerglings and Roaches and Infestors, and actually a drop here going down in the main. Let's back up. I want to check what happened here. I got one more backup right there. let's see, where did that dropship come from? Dropship's coming in here, gets spotted immediately by FruitDealer. You see him back up his army back over there to try and defend against us. Good micro there, making sure his drones are safe against the army, as he's just going to queue up his army to make sure that he has the optimal advantage. Yes, I'd like to see those Zerglings go around back, but it looks like he's going to face this army head on, as right now most of his Zerglings actually getting trapped behind those infested Terrans. But regardless, those infested Terrans are just going to go sacrifice their lives at the moment, standing on the bodies of their former brethren, as they will be doing a nice little waltz over to the other end of the base, just to die off the creep, or die on the creep, as they will. As right now, that did give StC just enough time to macro up a pretty decent army, as he does have these medevacs, as well as he has 4 tanks, 1 tank getting stuck there, but that's no problem whatsoever, as well as this 1 Xel'Naga Watchtower, going to make sure that he does have the clear, good to go signal for his attack, as he is in the aggressive position that he wants to be. As right now, FruitDealer put in the back, he does have these Banelings, well, if they are dropped on the army, will do terrible damage to this Terran army. He needs to bring these infestors just a little bit farther out, as he does bring 3 infested Terrans to try and kill that and medevac, as well as a whole. What happened to those Banelings? Did those Banelings just all die? Let me back up there. A little bit of action going all over the place, as no, Banelings are back here, but he did get rid of 1 Overlord. Not supply blocked, FruitDealer is, but he will be making sure that he stays somewhere back so that those siege tanks don't do any damage. I'd really like to see that burrow being researched from FruitDealer. He does have plenty of money. Even if he starts researching it now, it could be worth it, as that, or maybe he didn't even know that there were tanks coming his way, which you always have to take into consideration, because commentators almost always have view of the other players, so they do have quite a leg up on what tactic will work best in any situation. But I'd really like to see that burrow going down right now, as he could burrow those Banelings as well as burrow those infestors, but it looks like that is actually in favor of StC, as so many Banelings were lost in that exchange, as there are a lot of roaches here. Roaches not going to be too good against the tanks, because they are armored units. Going to be able to kill that Hellion, no problem whatsoever. Going to give a little bit of a gap here for the Terran player to move in, but Terran player going to hold his ground, going to reinforce his army, which is a good choice, making sure to keep the Zerg player at bay, making sure the Zerg doesn't have control over this base. This is where I'd like to see a counterattack or some sort of workaround here from the Zerg player, mind controlling 1 of these siege tanks. Oh man, just gonna be able to kill everything here at the moment, as it's not looking good here for FruitDealer. So FruitDealer back into a corner, really doesn't have much to combat this army, trying to macro as much as he can, building a whole bunch of drones at the moment, which is what he needs to do at the moment. He needs to get some sort of army. He is getting Banelings as well as centrifugal hooks, as well as getting a whole bunch of Zerglings to try and kill these Marines. Whole bunch of Banelings here, going to be trying to move in, trying to do as much damage, but they do absolutely nothing against the army. Only 1 Baneling dying. Oh man, FruitDealer not in a good position, as he does have those siege tanks there. A lot of damage going to be done by Splash, but it looks like this is GG for FruitDealer. Good job by StC. Looks like a rage quit there by FruitDealer. Oh no, sorry. What the? Okay, a little bit of lag there. FruitDealer saying GG, but the lag making it come right after the GG, but it looks like right after the left the game. But it looks like actually this is, since OGS Gisado was in here, actually this is probably, I could put some money down and say that this is from the Gisado King of the Hill tournament that is going on right now. As you can watch those casts, go to Team Liquid. His stream is almost on 24/7. Go ahead and watch it. And I even think he has some recorded replays, so there are in Korean, but if you'd like to see those replays, go ahead and watch them, as they all are top-level Korean players playing there. As I'm going to end this, and thank you for watching, Basement Cat, and you're watching Call of Starcraft, www.youtube.com/Call of Starcraft, my channel, www.youtube.com/Basement Starcraft.